The Green Bay Packers are poised for a significant transformation on special teams, but the crucial question remains, will they finally be improved? In a decisive move to address their historically underperforming special teams unit, the Packers have let go of Rich Bisaccia, bringing in Cam Achord as the new coordinator. Additionally, they drafted kicker Trey Smack and parted ways with veteran Brandon McManus. Amidst these major changes, the signing of receiver Skyy Moore in free agency could prove to be one of the most underrated moves of the offseason. Last season, Green Bay's return game was nothing short of abysmal. Rookie Savion Williams failed to make an impact as the kickoff returner, while veteran Romeo Dew was relegated to returning punts only because he was reliable enough to catch them. Enter Skyy Moore, who is immediately expected to elevate the team's return game. Despite catching just 5 passes over the last 2 seasons, Moore's return statistics speak volumes. He averaged 11.6 yards per punt return and an impressive 27.5 yards per kickoff return during his time with San Francisco after being traded from Kansas City. This puts him among the elite returners in the league, where he ranked in the top 10 for both phases. Achord's confidence in Moore is evident. He was convicted running in San Fran, Achord stated last week, highlighting Moore's ability to hold onto the ball, a critical skill for any returner. Moore had a shaky start, muffing a punt in his first game against Seattle, but he rebounded impressively, finishing the regular season without another mishap across 29 returns and fair catches. His potential to elevate the special teams is reminiscent of how a quarterback can uplift the entire offense. In an exclusive interview, Moore expressed his ambition to emulate his success in San Francisco. San Fran had the same struggles early in the season, he shared, indicating his determination to flip the script in Green Bay. And indeed, the 49ers special teams unit made a remarkable leap from 32nd to 11th in the rankings during Moore's tenure. His ability to deliver big plays was evident, with multiple returns exceeding 10 yards, including a jaw-dropping 66-yarder against Cleveland and a 98-yard kickoff return against Arizona. Achord noted that Moore has shown continuous improvement throughout his career. He's gotten better every year, he remarked, emphasizing the progress Moore has made since his college days. The Packers' decision to part ways with Dew, who led the team with 55 receptions last season, and Dontavian Wicks, who added 30 catches, raises concerns about the depth at the receiver position. The only new addition is undrafted rookie Michael Sturdivant, leaving a gaping hole in the roster. On paper, Green Bay's starting trio of Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Matthew Golden appears promising, but the lack of depth is alarming. Williams, a third-round pick last year, along with Bo Melton, who spent most of last season at cornerback, and first-year players Jacoby Keeney-James, Will Shepherd, and Isaiah Nair, do not inspire confidence as reliable backups. Moore's stats tell a mixed story. He caught 22 passes during his rookie season and 21 in 2023, but his contributions dwindled to just 5 receptions for 87 yards in 2024. Despite this, his experience and potential as a returner cannot be overlooked. Passing game coordinator Jason Vrabel has known Moore since his high school days in Pittsburgh and has high hopes for him. He's always been tremendous with his ball in his hands, Vrabel noted, pointing out Moore's natural talent and potential to make a difference. Last year, the Packers took a gamble on another speedy receiver with return capabilities in Mecole Hardman, who ultimately didn't pan out. However, the expectations are higher for Moore, especially given his touchdown in Super Bowl 57, which underscores his ability to perform in high-stakes situations. Vrabel emphasized the positive energy Moore has brought to the locker room. His experience winning a Super Bowl with the Chiefs provides invaluable insights for the younger players, and he has stressed the importance of building camaraderie within the team. As the Packers look to rebuild their special teams, the contributions of a player like Moore could be critical in forging a successful unit. This overhaul of the special teams is a pivotal moment for the Packers. The pressure is on Achord and Moore to not only improve the return game, but to redefine what special teams can do for this franchise. As we move forward, the excitement and uncertainty surrounding these changes will be a focal point of the upcoming season. What will the impact of these adjustments be? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The spotlight is now on Green Bay's special teams to finally deliver. Now, let's transition to our next topic, where we'll dive deeper into the Packers' offseason strategies and their impact on the upcoming season.
As we dive deeper into the latest developments surrounding the Green Bay Packers, there's an intriguing angle to note. The Packers will not be participating in any of the league's 9 international games this season. That means they'll maintain their traditional schedule of 9 home games and 8 road games, a decision that many fans might see as a blessing in disguise. Looking at the broader landscape, the NFL has a full slate of international matchups lined up, including the Detroit Lions facing the New England Patriots in Munich during Week 11 and the Minnesota Vikings squaring off against the San Francisco 49ers in Mexico City in Week 12. Given the Packers' recent experiences, losing to the Giants in London in 2022 and the Eagles in Brazil in 2024, it's clear that this decision is a strategic win. The last thing this team needed was to navigate the complexities and challenges of playing abroad once again. Now, the question emerges. When the full schedule drops this Thursday, will the Packers find themselves matched up against a team that just returned from an international game? That's a critical detail that could play a significant role in how the season unfolds. The Packers have always thrived in their home environment, and avoiding the hassle of travel abroad could be the edge they need. The familiarity of Lambeau Field, the passionate fan base, and the legendary home field advantage all factor into making Green Bay a formidable opponent. Fans, where are you tuning in from? How do you feel about the Packers skipping international games? Your thoughts matter, and we want to hear them. As we analyze this decision, it's essential to consider the implications for team morale and performance. The Packers have a rich history and a strong identity rooted in their home turf. By keeping their games stateside, they can focus on what they do best, building team chemistry, honing their strategies, and fortifying their home advantage. Moreover, the decision to forego international games might also signal a shift in how the organization views its priorities. The Packers are not just a team, they're a community. The fans, the coaching staff, and the players all share a commitment to excellence, and playing at home is integral to that pursuit. In conclusion, while the international games have their allure for the Packers, this season is all about focusing on the tasks at hand without the distractions of overseas travel. As we await the full schedule reveal, one can only hope that the matchups will favor Green Bay, especially if they are set to face teams that may be weary from their international excursions. Now, let's transition to our next segment, where we'll delve into some exciting player rumors that could shake up the roster as we move further into the season. Stay tuned. In a surprising twist, the Green Bay Packers find themselves sidelined from the international game scene this upcoming season, as the Pittsburgh Steelers are set to face off against the New Orleans Saints in Paris. This decision leaves many wondering about the implications for our beloved Packers as they look to focus on their domestic schedule. Over the past few seasons, Green Bay has ventured into international waters, suffering defeats against the New York Giants in London in 2022 and the Philadelphia Eagles in Sao Paulo 2 years prior. While those experiences brought a global spotlight to the franchise, it seems the Packers will be staying stateside for now. The NFL has officially confirmed that the Packers will not participate in any international games for the upcoming season, a strategic decision that may be seen as a blessing in disguise. Initially, there were possibilities for the Packers to engage in international matchups against divisional rivals like the Detroit Lions in Munich or the New Orleans Saints in Paris. However, the Lions exercised their option to block the Packers from participating in the Munich game, opting instead to keep the Vikings and Packers out of that matchup. This leaves many fans pondering the missed opportunities and what could have been. Moreover, there was a flicker of hope that Green Bay could still make an international appearance in 2026, particularly with an away game against the Saints. The Packers were even slated to host the first regular season game in Paris, which would have been an incredible experience for both the team and their international supporters. However, in another twist of fate, the NFL decided to send the Steelers overseas instead, dashing any remaining hopes of a European journey for the Packers. For fans, especially those outside the United States, this news is undeniably disappointing. The chance to witness our team in person, far from Lambeau Field, is a unique experience that many long for. However, as difficult as it may be to swallow, this decision might ultimately benefit the Packers in terms of logistics and recovery. The challenges posed by travel, time zones, and game preparation after a long flight are considerable, even with the bye week factored in. On a brighter note, this year's schedule allows NFC teams an extra home game due to the league's rotation since implementing the 17-game schedule. With no international commitments, the Packers are poised to play an impressive 9 games at Lambeau Field, creating a potentially electric atmosphere for fans in Green Bay. The opportunity for our team to perform in front of a home crowd, particularly in a season where they aim to reclaim their dominance, cannot be understated. As we look ahead, it's crucial to maintain our support for the Packers, regardless of where they play. The decision to forego international games may feel bittersweet, but it allows the team to focus on what lies ahead in the competitive landscape of the NFL. The home comforts of Lambeau Field could prove to be a significant advantage for the Packers as they strive for greatness this season. So, where are you watching from? How do you feel about the Packers missing out on the international stage? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss how this might impact our season. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and insights on the Green Bay Packers as we gear up for an exciting season ahead.